What is going on, everybody? Back at you again with another episode of Move the Chains podcast with your man and the host, Sam McIntyre. Hope you're doing well today on this thirsty, terrific Thursday. Can I get a hell yeah, brother? Stone Cold Stunner. Pow, yeah. Drink a beer. Woo! Wrestling America. Hope you're doing well today. As I do every week, I want to go over my picks, who I think is going to win, what's going to crazily go happen this week in the NFL. So I wanted to start off with saying that. Hope we're doing well today. I went 6-8 last week on my picks. I didn't do so great, but this week I got a feeling a lot of good matchups coming up. So I'm going to roll with the Niners, Seattle. That's going on right now. 49ers look like they're in control, like they've been lately in this series. But hey, Seattle, listen, they get a new quarterback. Who knows? Maybe they make some noise in that rivalry. And maybe they might win the division. I had that thought the other day. 49ers are getting up there a little bit. You got to pay Purdy. Some things going on. But right now, I got Niners beating Seattle in Thursday night. The London game Sunday morning. Jaguars against the Bears. I'm going to roll with the Bears in this one. I know Jacksonville beat the Colts, but that Gus Bradley defense is awful. He can't stop anybody. So I'm rolling with the Bears, just like they did last week against Carolina. They come out decisively, get that win. Make it cute for a little bit, but then they beat the Jaguars. Cardinals-Packers, very, very intriguing game in Lambeau Field. 1 o'clock kickoff. I'm going to roll with the Packers in this one. Listen, Arizona's been feisty. They're a feisty team. Now, I don't love Kyler Murray. I've said that before. I've made it very abundantly clear. I don't especially love that he's now partnering with Call of Duty. I roll, again, not focusing on the shit that really matters, but Kyler's been so damn gifted, as I've made the argument before. Never had any real adversity. But I'm going to roll with the Packers at home. They get that really good win against the Rams, although the Rams have been really depleted. They're showing their age. They don't have a lot of depth. So I'm going to roll with the Packers in that one. Colts-Titans, they continue the dominance in this division, again, in this rivalry. I'm going to roll with the Colts. Although Tennessee is feisty, Will Levis, hopefully comes back healthy. They had a bye this week. So I'm going to roll with the Colts, even though it could be competitive. I think the one that could be a blowout city to me is Texans going to New England. This just feels like too much, too soon for Drake May. I'm pulling for the kid. I said it post-draft. This is a good fit, but he's got a lot to overcome. He's got a defensive head coach. They got a defensive culture in New England. They have no speed on the perimeter. I just was listening to one of my podcasts today, right before I hopped on here, heard some fun facts. That quarterback's been pressured or hit 48% of his dropbacks. Not good, especially with that defense. Will Anderson, Jonathan Grenard, Danielle Hunter that he got from Minnesota, all those guys up front. They're going to make it hell for Drake May in that really shaky offensive line in New England. And I'm pulling for a Drake May. Buccaneers Saints, very fascinating game tonight, or this weekend, in the NFC South, down in New Orleans. This is post without Derek Carr. He's only out for 2 games, I'm told. But New Orleans got to get this win. They've been reeling, man. They came out gangbusters first 2 weeks against Carolina, against Dallas. And listen, we know what Carolina is right now. They're just a mess. But Dallas is a roller coaster, like I've said for the last 17 years of my life, and so I've been watching football. So I'm going to roll with Tampa gets this win. They're well rested. I think New Orleans, I think, could lose this game, but beat Denver at home. Both these games are at home, so that's a plus for New Orleans and to be on the road a little bit. Browns-Eagles, another one for me, like the Texans-Patriots. This could be blowout city written all over. Deshaun Watson is just, I can't even describe it. It's a mess. Kevin Stefanski's a really good coach. He's won Coach of the Year twice, but this is a bad situation. Again, Browns, fuck around. You're going to find out. I got Eagles winning convincingly this weekend in probably like a 30-10 kind of football game. Could be higher than that. Commanders-Ravens, one of the most impressive, entertainment game of the week is 2 Heisman Trophy winners, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, going at it in Baltimore. But I'm going to roll with the Ravens in this one. I know Commanders been looking hot lately, but I'm rolling with the Ravens in this one, even though the Ravens just passing-wise, can't stop anybody. This could be a nightmare long day for the Ravens, Commanders are going to make it hard on them. Chargers-Broncos, listen, I'm going to roll with the Chargers. They're well-rested. This Denver team's legit, but they did beat my Raiders, unfortunately. And Raiders are a mess right now. I hate saying it. I love you. I'm repping you. But we just suck right now. We need to get our shit together. So I'm going to roll with the Chargers in this one. They're well-rested. They're only, they're right there in the thick of it in that division. So I'm going to go with that. Steelers-Raiders, listen, I know they made a change to Farva from Super Troopers. Joke. But I'm going to roll with the Raiders in this one. It pains me. I said this. I thought they beat Carolina. and Andy Dalton came in there and looked like Joe Montana. So I could think the same, two things at once. But I'm rolling with the Raiders in this one. Aiden O'Connell's been playing pretty good at home, dating back to last year. I'm rolling with the Raiders in that one. Lions-Cowboys, a rematch in a potential playoff game for these two franchises. Now, Detroit, mind you, has not beaten the Cowboys since 2013 Calvin Johnson time. So, I think Detroit snaps the streak this weekend in Dallas and gets this dub. Dallas is inconsistent for me. Detroit's going to pound it, run it down Dallas's throat, which they've struggled with. So I'm going to roll with the Lions in that one. Falcons-Panthers, this might be one of the easiest ones of the week. I'm rolling with the Falcons. I get Carolina. They are what they are. Andy Dalton is beige water pistol. Pew, pew, not red rifle. So I'm going to roll with the Falcons in that one. Kirk Cousins, you like that? I love that. They get that win. They get some well-rested things off their win against Tampa. Bengals-Giants near the end. I'm going to throw a shocker at you, an upset. I'm going to throw a hot take. Beep, beep, beep. I'm going to roll with the Giants. They're just playing a lot better right now. Excuse me. Better football right now than the Bengals. Bengals are 1-4. They could be a lot worse. I'm rolling with the Giants. A lot of momentum right now for the Giants. I like what they're doing. I think they're like Seattle. They got a lot of components I like. They just need a quarterback. They could go in the draft. Obviously, we'll think about that down the road. And last but not least, Bills-Jets. I'm rolling with the Bills. You got a pissed off Josh Allen and that squad going into New York. I think they're going to exact revenge from that Monday night game last year when Aaron got hurt and they returned the punt return, the game winner in overtime. So I'm going to roll with the Bills against the Jets in a could be great game, but could be shitty game. So, like I say every time, I hope you guys are doing well on this terrific Thirsty Thursday. Stone cold beers, brother. Thirsty Thursday. I hope you guys are doing well. Like, subscribe, comment, like I always say on my pages and my video. And I'll catch up with you guys soon, and I'll be posting more content.